Hello, and welcome to week 4 of 525, where we're going to focus on differentiation, personalization, and inclusion. Just a couple of quick cleanup items from last week, as it came up several times. A couple of you noticed there are 2 spots for assignment 1. There's one here. And then if you go to the grade book, or assignments, I think it is for you guys, there is another one. There was 2. Am I talking wrong? I might be talking. There should be 2 spots for it. And of course, now I can't find them. Put it in both spots. I can't see it in both spots here. There should be one for the actual assignment and there should be one for the discussion board. If you can't find both spots, just put it in the discussion board. That's the really important one because people are going to respond to your post. So you will be required to go back and look at other people's plans, PD plans, etc. And you should comment at least 2 things of feedback per team member. The teams that have an extra member, just respond to 2 members. But try to make sure you guys get everybody so that nobody doesn't get any feedback. That would be sad. Sorry, I'm a little off this morning. My kids and my dog have been a lot. Centering activity. In this moment, I am grateful for and am. So in our thing here, we're going to go and we're going to do a shared Google drawing. So I am grateful for playing with my kids. And then go to flat icon and add a little picture. Please make sure that you give it your name and then what you want or what you're grateful for, and then a little picture. You can move it around, although you'll notice if you move it around, your picture doesn't go with it. So I'll put mine right up there. So fun little how to add images on a Google drawing board. Housekeeping. Last week's food jam. Great job, everybody. Definitely made me a little hungry looking at everything everybody likes, especially the pizza. I haven't had pizza in a month. Assignment 1. Make sure it's submitted both to the discussion board and Blackboard. I don't know why I can't see the Blackboard spot right now, but at the very least, make sure it's in discussion board. If you see both spots, please put it in both spots. The Blackboard spot is where I will actually grade it, but if it's at least in the discussion board, I'll just go over, look at it there, then put a grade in the discussion board or the Blackboard. Feedback and grades. I'm hoping to get through these assignments by the end of the week, but I do have another course that did a hefty paper this week. So it may take me until this time next week to get through them all. Hopefully I can do better. Rid of that because we're not doing it. Great questions in our weekly form. I believe I have responded to everybody who sent me something. And just a reminder, if you are getting overwhelmed in your regular life, just reach out and ask me for an extension. Early in the course, it's easy for me to do. As we get towards the end, the last assignment, it's a lot harder because of our grading turnaround. But early on, I'm usually pretty flexible, as long as you reach out to me ahead of time. So this week, we have weekly readings. And then we have assignment 1, part 2, where you should provide 2 points of feedback for each learning member. The intention here is that you are either pointing out strengths or areas that could be beefed up a little bit. Constructive criticism, please. It's always good to run assignments, PD plans, lesson plans by other people that are somewhat familiar with their content so they can point out some things that could be improved upon. So that will be right here. You'll see that it lives between week 3 and week 4. And then in week 4, it's going to also get very interesting because you're going to create your own questions, and I have to go through and fix all the names on those because they are from an old group that wasn't mine. The discussion boards are going to be a little different. You guys are going to respond to one post from me, which is on differentiation. That doesn't need to be hidden anymore. And then each group is going to be responsible for creating a prompt. And you're going to respond within your own learning team. I know that seems very confusing, so let me just open one up to show you. So this is an old team from who knows how long ago. But in this case, Amber needed to make a prompt or question on competency-based learning or standards-based grading. Maddie created one on personalized learning or meeting the needs of diverse school populations. And Cassie didn't have a prompt this week, so she just needed to respond to the other two. Amber needed to respond to Maddie. Maddie needed to respond to Amber. Hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, I will fix all the names because this is from quite a while back. They autofill and then we get to edit. There are going to be 2 CSB hosted X chats available this week, January 31st from 8 to 9 p.m. Central Time. That will be hosted by Tina? No, it's not Tina. That'll be hosted by, one second, let me check. The second one will be hosted by Professor Monosmith. And that one is going to be on Thursday the 1st. She's hoping to have an AI theme. But she has not yet settled on a time. I think right now she is leaning towards doing it earlier in the evening since the other two have both been at 8 to 9. And this first one will be hosted by Professor Gilbertson. Remember, if you're not doing the XChat assignment, you don't need to attend these. And even if you are doing the XChat assignment, there is no reason that you have to attend the CSB ones. We just like to make them available to you. 1 second, I'm going to pause because my kids are coming upstairs and being loud. All right. That's both XChats. Looking ahead, assignment 2 is going to be learning is personal, which is that gallery walk that we've talked about. That is due week 5. A couple of you asked about creating images. I'm going to point you over to the syllabus. These. There are a whole bunch of links here that should help you generate your own images. Make sure that you list which tool you used. If you wanted to get really experimental, you could go and look at some AI generated images. There are AI apps and sites where you can type in a prompt and it will generate some art for you. Again, just make sure that you post and cite the site that you use to do so, or the app. Assignment 3, which is due week 8, you get to pick one of these 2 options. Either you have already attended 5 X chats, you can search the hashtag on Google, or you can do the AI exploration assignment. You can dabble in both, but you need to land on one of the 2 to actually turn in. The AI exploration is new this semester, so it might not be perfect yet. And X chats have been, there's less Twitter chats than there was 2 years ago. I think a lot of educators are starting to leave X because of some of the other things going on with that platform. Other than that, I think that's everything that you guys asked me. Let me double check my windows quick. Did I try to open them all up? Yes. So if you're starting to get worried about the gallery walk, please go over and start exploring these. Email me with more questions. I personally have used the Canva one. That's the one that I see used the most often. But in my personal life, I also use an AI app on my phone called AI Art. It's not super fast. You have to watch a lot of ads. I use the free version. So things like that are also available. I will clarify more on this assignment next week. It's usually a pretty fun one. And it's not a paper, it's something different, which I think is a nice part about this class, is that you're not just churning out 3 or 4 papers and being done. There is exploration beyond that. That's not papers. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. I look forward to reading your first assignments and seeing what we do going forward. It's been a lot of fun so far. Thank you.